Podcast.
Philly, man. Shout out to Swag 100 Podcast, man. It's all love over here. Right?
Alright, well look, welcome to GOAT Vibe Interviews, right here with Straight Official Magazine. I'm your host today, DJ Swag 100, and today we got the lovely Fleet models. Hold on, she said Missouri's only supermodel. We got Miss Bay in the building, y'all. How you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. I never can complain. Never could complain. Any day that I wake up, I know that I got another day to conquer the day, the moment, and make my next day better. So, listen, we're gonna get straight to it. First and foremost, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, and how long have you been pursuing your modeling career?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you able to land any, placements or get some deals, participate in, fashion shows or anything yet?
When I first started in 2020, I ended up doing a shoot for the Definition magazine.
Okay.
Like my first real big thing for me. But I recently just did my first fashion show last weekend.
Wow, how was it?
It was great. Like I'm still waiting to get the footage and the photos back, but it was a great experience. I loved it. So that kind of gave me the courage to go to another casting call that I seen. A popular designer in my city was having a casting call for her show in November. So I went to that. So I'll be in her show in November. So I'm just now getting my foot into runway, but it's moving pretty fast.
All right, so let me ask you this. What exactly did you do at the fashion show? What exactly did you do at the fashion show, and what type of clothes were you wearing? Break it down to us.
So, of course, when we got there, we just had to try on all the garments. I always come everywhere hair and makeup ready, so I don't never have that problem. So I was just able to jump right in. We got a little bit of alterations done, got some practice walks in, spoke to a couple people. It was a really nice event at a 5-star hotel on a rooftop. So it was a hell of an event for my first fashion show.
Oh man, you was on a rooftop doing it?
Yes, on a rooftop.
So when you hit that runway, right? What do you be thinking in your head? Because I know that for models, the runway is basically like the stage as it is for artists. So, did you have goosebumps? How did you prep yourself?
I be anxious, but I don't be nervous. Like you can't be nervous because it just might show. So in my mind, I just pretend like I'm at home walking in my bedroom and nobody's here with me. So that's what makes me stay focused.
Okay. So, what do you think within the 2 years of you pursuing your career? What has been the hardest task for you?
The hardest task for me. That's a hard question. Because everything been kind of moved, but
I'm gonna help you out a little bit. Is it finding people or agencies to deal with? Is it dealing with criticism? Is it not having the right photographer or not being able to find the right photographer? You get what I'm saying?
have those type of issues. For me, it be how I'm approached because of the type of pictures. I mean, like the type of modeling I do, how I'm approached by males, like, and how I can know if this person is really genuine or they want to shoot with me so they can shoot their shot type of thing, like,
Right.
or of sort of the issue for me. But all the stuff you name, I really don't have problems with none of that.
Okay, well, that's a lot of what you just stated. A lot of models deal with that in the game.
Yeah.
Even male models, they deal with that. A lot of people have opportunities for them, but they have other intuitions with those opportunities. So
Yeah, you have to have a good judge of character in this business.
okay, definitely. So Um, have you ever been rejected as a model? And if so, how do you handle that?
I haven't. So the only way that
Talk
happened
your
is
talk.
if I went to a casting call and didn't make it through. But honestly, this was my first casting call that I just went to, and I made it through both rounds. So
Right,
this,
right. Okay.
I don't think
Now,
that ever happened.
now, you,
I'm gonna take from it. Like I'm gonna take a learning experience from it, and I'm gonna fix whatever I feel like I need to work on. I'm always teachable, no matter what.
okay. So as a model, um, what do you think your greatest strengths and attributes are as a model? You know, act like this an interview. You know, for a
As
job.
my greatest strengths will be like posing and picture taking. Those are my strengths right now. I want to get the walking down to a T, and I know I am. I just got to practice. But the posing and the pictures, I do very well, which is why I pose coach too. So,
Right. So being a model that's able to pose, you should look for a lot of magazine placements and publications of
mhm.
those sorts. Um, makeup or jewelry model, hand model. It's all different types of lanes you can do as a model
Yeah.
too. Besides the runway as
Mhm.
well. So, definitely knowing how to pose plays a major part. And I have a lot of this extensive knowledge of modeling because when I was younger, I was a part of a modeling agency. So I know a lot of these things that it actually take and what you can do. So let me ask you this: how did you wind up with the fleet models? With you only pursuing your career in 2 years, how did you wind up a fleet model?
So, one of them actually DM'd me. One of the models DM'd me one day, and she explained to me what it was, and asked me to join. At
It's
first,
okay to shout them out. It's okay to shout them out.
oh, Tori Grace,
Okay.
she hit in my DM. But at first I was like, I don't know, because I didn't understand it at first. So I really wasn't in tune. And then first class reached out to me and she like, yeah, you missed the new members meeting. I'm like, oh no, give me another chance. Give me another
Right. Right.
chance. And I've been all in.
Right. Well, first class, she definitely a part of the straight official family as well, besides
Yeah.
being a manager for the fleet model. So she's over here doing her journalism work as well with us over here at Straight Official. So, that's our sister.
Her
Great spirit. So,
and really got me into everything. They helped me out a lot.
okay. Now, let me ask you this. If you had a chance to break what we call an endorsement deal with any brand, not agency, but a brand, what brand would that be for you that you like? What's your dream brand to work with?
That's a hard one. I don't really have a dream brand to work with at the
What?
moment.
No Gucci, Louis, Victoria's Secret,
See,
Versace,
I'm,
Chanel.
I'm real pro black, so it
Okay.
would like have to be a black designer or something, you
You
know,
don't know none right now?
like Teflon or something.
Okay. See, you gotta give us something. Or you got a local designer that you would like to like really put on, when you get to that status and you gonna reach back and be like, you know what, I'm a sponsor you, I'm gonna start wearing your clothes.
It's a lot of hot local designers in my city, but I don't.
You could
I
be
mean,
honest.
like the fashion show that I'm about to do, she a hot designer, and I'm honored to be in her show. Like I'm thankful that she chose me to be in her show. So I would definitely rock her stuff. But I would support everybody's stuff. Like if you a designer her and y'all like your clothes, I'm gonna support. Like
Okay, okay. I just thought, as a model, a lot of people when you come up, especially if you pursue a modeling, we all have like a certain brand that we like. You if you was a swimsuit model and you like swimsuits, you will go for this swimsuit or just little different things. I know we all have certain brands we like, but I understand the pro,
yeah,
the pro black. I am a.
yeah.
I don't want to say it on this interview, but I'm pro black myself. you know, uh, but yeah, yeah. let me ask you this though. Since you've been a part of the Fleet family, how have your experience been?
It's been wonderful. Like the first thing I did was go to the meet and greet with my state, and everybody was so cool. Everybody was friendly. Like we had good conversations. It was good vibes, completely good vibes. Like I feel like ever since then, I've just been networking. They helped me out a lot. Like I know I got so many more resources, people I could reach out to. Like it's been great. Like I
So,
always tell
so Fleet is working out.
Lee coming with me. Like
Okay. Now,
yeah,
are you able to work with like a diverse group of people? Because when it comes to modeling, it's going to be all different types. You might have a designer that don't even speak English. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm pretty outgoing. I'm pretty friendly. I feel like when you go to casting calls or when you're in front of them, like you don't want to be super stale. You want to let them know you have a personality, like friendly, upbeat person. So I think I pretty much get along with everybody.
Now, how do you prep building your portfolio? What's inside when you working on your portfolio right now? Because I know that's something you're going to have to do. So, with you building your portfolio, what are you putting in your portfolio? Are these pictures like when they look at it, it's like, I'm attracted to her? Is it like this photo can sell? You know what I'm saying?
Right now, I have two separate portfolios.
Okay.
One is my freestyle one, the ones where all the shoots I put together that I just had fun with, did some creative stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like more professional one, headshots and basic business photos, or plain background stuff like that. So I use each one depending on what I need it for.
So how do you put that together and use it for like a resume? Like how do you shop your portfolio? What are some steps? The reason I asked this question though, the main thing about Goat Vibes interviews, we ask questions that whoever we interview, when they ask it, someone who's watching this can learn.
Mm.
So this is why I'm hitting you with these certain questions.
You asking like how do I send like my
Yeah, like
resume?
all right, so you got your portfolio. If you go to a fashion show or if you got to email somebody, like what's your steps on shopping your portfolio? How do you shop yourself as a model with your portfolio?
I usually shop myself to people like designers, or like I do promotional modeling too. So I that's why I have two separate portfolios,
Okay.
because the jobs I do are for major companies. Like I just did a brand ambassador job for the Kotex brand. I did one for Kellogg's. Like they have to see the professional one because them are the big corporate, type
That's
of.
why I'm asking these questions.
So they have their own third party website where you can submit all your information and they'll approve you. And I just work through different people. I mean, I can call the top person, but they have people
Yeah,
like
the
on.
chain of command. It's a chain of command, and you don't want
Yeah,
nobody feel like they toes were stepped on or you went over
right.
their head.
Yeah.
So
So I just
how do
make
you
wow, and they see all that on there. They see my talent resume and my portfolio on there.
Right. Now let me ask you this. We did speak about the photographers earlier, and you were saying that some have other alternatives. So, but let's not put it into the perspective of somebody trying to holler at you and they trying to deal with you. But I know through dealing with models as a photographer or being younger, you know, doing runways and photo shoots, myself with other people. How do you handle a photo shoot that consists of uncomfortableness and criticism? Because they have you in a weird spot and you got to stay like that for 2-3 minutes. A
It
lot of
hurts.
people think
I'm not gonna lie. It hurt. People think that modeling is easy. It hurt to sit in those positions and pose in different, especially unique poses. It hurts to sit in those positions. And sometimes you just gotta get through it. Like I don't know, that's what come with
you
it.
personally do to get through it. You stay professional or you come out your shell sometimes. You're like, hey, look, I can't do this for five
I
more.
have on my shell, I will, but I've never been that uncomfortable to the point I had to, but I will because I come first. So if I don't
Right.
feel comfortable, I'm gonna speak up. But it's never been no bad situations like that with me. Like, but the posing, when you said that, I definitely feel that because some of the poses I do hurt, and they'll be like, stay like that.
So
That's a
give us a little rundown, though. I did hear you say that you dealt with, Kellogg's. Let us know some of these brands, cause also with inside this interview, it's going to be other people that see this. So we want you to shop yourself on this on our Straight Official Magazine website as well. In this video, we want people to know like you're working. 2 years in, but shoot, Kellogg's one of the biggest
yeah.
cereal brands around. So like let's talk. Like what some of the
So
brands you don't work with already?
I've done brand ambassador for Kotex, and that was basically a tour where it's a tour manager who goes on this tour to different cities. So it's a different city every week. When they came to St. Louis, I worked with them. So they set up at a local Walmart. I helped with the entire setup. So we set up all the tents and everything. And you really gotta attract people to the table, explaining them why you out there, explaining them what doing, try to get them to donate to the cause or whatever. It's basically just being a brand ambassador for the company. Kellogg's kind of the same way. And now I'm about to start getting into doing sampling for liquor and beer companies. So I have a sampling coming up in October for Smoky. I don't know if you know the liquor brand, but it's
Yes,
for them.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Basically go set up my table with samples and attract people to the table, let them know what I got going on,
Mhm.
convince them to go buy them some,
I
promote.
definitely understand about brand ambassador. I'm definitely
Mhm.
sponsored by Bottega Boys, who's actually sponsored the Goat Vibes interviews. It's actually one of a major liquor company, champagne
Yeah.
company from Italy. And of course, people already know about Bottega clothes and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm a brand ambassador for Bottega as well, so I do understand
Mhm.
that. You gotta
So
have
you
your.
on a lot of this then. You model, you did brand ambassador things. So you
No,
know
it's just
how
it,
this stuff
It's
goes.
not. Yeah, I know how I go, but it's not for me to tell your story. It's for you to tell your story. You get
I
what
think
I'm
I
saying?
believe you get everything.
Oh no, we gonna talk in the back end, but no, we wanna get your story out though. You get what I'm saying? So, um, another thing that I did want to ask, where do you see yourself in the next? Because you've been doing it for 2 years. So, what is your goal for the next 2 years? Where do Miss Bay, the supermodel from Missouri, wants to be at? Like, what's your status? Like, are we on TV? Are we movies? Are we What's your next big things besides brand ambassador?
I think I'm gonna go somewhere with my music. I modeling too though. I think I'm gonna be out of St. Louis for sure. I'm leaving here the first chance I get. I don't know where I'm gonna end up, but I know I'm gone. Like I'm
I
about to
did notice when we was talking and setting up the interview, you was like, "I'm an artist too." I'm in my head like, "We'll get to that," but we focusing on the model thing right now.
yeah, like I'm gonna about to start putting my foot down with the music stuff. I got some stuff going on business wise with the modeling too. I'm establishing my name as a business independent contractor. So I got stuff going on both ends. But in 2 years, I really see myself shoots for way bigger companies now. Like,
Okay, so
hey,
so
yeah.
not to cut you off, but let me ask you this though, right? Um, how much do you feel as though that you spend on a monthly basis just prepping yourself as a model? Hair, makeup, costumes, jewelry, certain clothes, shoes. How much does that take a toll on your life financially? You don't gotta give us a direct number, but just a.
It takes a huge toll. I'm not gonna lie. If this something you want, it is truly an investment. But it takes money to make money. So starting out first 2 years is an investment. I probably spent a whole lot of money because I'm paying for shoots. I'm paying to get my hair done. I'm paying for makeup. It takes money now.
Right,
Like I know in my mind it's gonna be worth it because
right,
of it's where I'm going. It's gonna be worth it. So I just look at it as an investment.
right. Well, to be honest with you, now you're part of one of the world's biggest families that's out here. So you know, a lot of these things and services that you may need, trust me, it's somebody inside the family that can handle these things for you. So that's another thing when you with the fleet, you gotta network with everybody because we got photographers, we got a little bit of everything, you know, here.
That's a yeah. No, I've been getting more associated with everybody, different divisions and stuff. So I'm growing.
Right. Now what who are, you know, I'm not gonna keep you long, but who are some of the models that you may have looked up to coming up?
Tyra for sure. Tyra Banks, just because I watched America's Next Top Model and Naomi Campbell.
Okay, yeah, no, Naomi Campbell.
I like Kendra Bailey too.
Okay. You got see they three different flavors right there. They three different
Yeah,
flavors.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you study? What do you study? I learned somebody learned how to smize the other day. You know how you smile with your eyes. You know, so like, what do you study as a model that you
I
feel?
study poses, hand placement, eyes, like stuff that you wouldn't even think about when you posing. But you got
Why
always
is
remember
that important?
with your because you pose with your entire body. So if something out of place, it could mess up the whole photo. Something that with your fingers looking like this.
Mhm.
Like
Now, would you do shoots with the wild makeup and they want to spend 4 hours on your hair and put some other
yeah,
stuff on it?
I'm down for the creative stuff. I always tell people if I could do a creative shoot every day, I would. Like as I reach more heights in my career, I'm gonna be doing more shoots, more creative stuff. Like it's so much stuff I want to do. I just write everything down. Like
Okay,
definitely.
okay. Well, let me ask you this though, since we are a music-based driven magazine company and platform, you know, um, what's your playlist like? You know, who do you listen to? You know, every model they be in the changing room, they be getting ready. You know,
Yeah,
like
a true R&B girl. Like I love R&B music.
what,
That's
like
my
Lauryn Hill, Fuji,
number.
like what?
See, that I got two different playlists, right? I got an older playlist like that, Lauryn Hill, the
Mhm.
'90s, and that, and then I got a modern day R&B playlist. Usually in my shoots, I listen to the modern day R&B playlist.
Who the modern day artists? Please break them down to us. You said R&B.
So I Sullivan, Tink, Kalani, SZA, Summer Walker,
Okay,
a lot of R&B artists.
right. Now, you know what's kind of crazy is that you're listening to R&B as you prepping, but I'm pretty sure when you get out there, they playing like some house music, some trap house and stuff like that. So that doesn't kind of like throw you
Well,
off a little bit.
photographer always asks what I want to listen to. So it don't be a problem. But like at fashion shows, when I walk, I just gotta make a rhythm with my heels or like a rhythm with what so I won't let the music interfere with my walk.
Yeah, they be like, doo, doo, doo,
Right.
doo, doo, doo. And then it just come out of nowhere.
My face in my head.
I have seen models fall and trip trying to walk to house music on the runway, like
Yeah,
on,
right.
on beat. Oh man, yeah, it could get hectic.
I want to walk on beat, but it's like you really can't walk on beat. It's hard. It's hard. You're gonna be walking too fast or too slow. So
Right, right. So, um, if you could come up with your own clothing line, or are you working on your own clothing line? You know, what would it be that you trying to put out there to the world?
so that's one of my long-term goals.
Okay,
Make a clothing line, specifically a clothing and shoe line specifically for tall women.
okay,
Because it's a struggle for me. And I want to be there for the stallions. I need to be there for the tall women.
okay.
Like people out there that feel my
What's
struggle.
certain things you feel like they don't make directly to fit tall women?
So I'm 5'10". So like most jeans don't go all the way down. You gotta get the tall kind, but they don't really sell them in stores. So you gotta order them. Like when you order stuff, you just better hope they long enough. But like shoes, like I have big feet. I'm tall. I'm 5'10". So it's
Right,
hard to choose. Like it just be a struggle.
Okay, okay. So, what's your dream state to be in outside of the state that you're in to pursue the rest of your career?
Nebraska.
What's in Nebraska?
I'm just
What's in Nebraska?
no,
Besides Fleet DJs?
I'm playing. See,
Cause we worldwide, we everywhere. Fleet DJs, we everywhere, baby. But
yeah,
where you want to be at?
I want to be in Nevada.
Okay, Vegas, Nevada. I got you. So why do you think that's the hot spot versus Cali or Miami or
I
Atlanta?
don't the hot spot. That ain't what you asked me.
No, 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 no. Because Nevada is a hot spot when it comes to. It really is when it comes
But
to entertainment because
that,
Nevada is where everybody that live in the major cities, they got a big cribs out there in Nevada, and
yes,
so the networking is there.
that's why I said that for real.
Okay, so we got a question here.
Yeah, I
I
see
want you
that.
to break down the outfit that you got in your background with the gray sweatsuit. I mean, the gray dress on and the jacket, and you're like this. Break that down.
That was the day I did the shoot for the Definition magazine. So I started modeling January 2020. I did that February 2020. So photographer, he wasn't from here. He was coming in and he was looking for models to shoot for this magazine. And he found me. And so we linked up and did the photo shoot. And this was the second part of the shoot. So he was just kind of like, he wanted me to wear a trench jacket,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, wear whatever you want. So that's what I brought: the boots, the dress, the
That,
jacket.
that's your little styling. Okay, I see you.
And
You know.
that was like my second photo shoot ever.
But how did you really prep for it though? This
Uh,
coming directly from Straight Official editor. He wants
yeah.
to know how did you prep for this shoot?
So I got my makeup done and I got my hair done. And yeah, that's all. I got my makeup and my hair done. And then I was kind of like nervous because the portion I did for the Definition magazine, it was a topless shoot. So that was my first time doing something like that. So I was a bit nervous, but he didn't give me no weird vibes. He was very cool, very professional. And the pictures turned out amazing too. So it was a good experience.
Okay, well, before we get ready to start wrapping up, cause we about to wrap up in just a little bit. I don't keep you here for long, but let me ask you this, right? What advice do you have for other women? Because it sounds like that you accomplish a lot of things that I know females have been up north. We up north where everything at, and they haven't even touched major brands like you have in 5 years. They've been trying to pursue their career in 5 years and haven't been able to get to some of these brands, get endorsements, or anything like that. So, what advice do you have for other models that may be pursuing a career?
I always tell people you get out what you put in. Like whatever you work hard at, you're gonna get it. Like people, when they get into the modeling game, they forget that it's an investment into a lifelong career. Like at the beginning, everything you do, you're not gonna get paid for. And you got to be willing to bite that bullet and say, okay, I'm a newcomer. I'm going to do this for exposure. I'm going to go here to get this knowledge. I'm going to pay this woman who's way more experienced than me that can give me the knowledge on what I need. Like, people
Right.
be having too much pride. You can't have pride if you're chasing a dream. You got to learn. You got to start somewhere. And
Right. You
always
got
teachable. No matter how good you think you are, stay teachable.